You may be wondering what the purpose of all password sharing discussions is. Well, Netflix made some significant changes as the new year began. It's altering its password sharing policy and will now charge users to share accounts. On Twitter nearly 6 years ago, Netflix made a simple statement: "Love is sharing a password." Since then, there has been a lot of love spread around as more than 100 million Netflix subscribers have been reported to share passwords with friends, family, ex-partners, and even random strangers. But it appears that the dominant streaming service has a new perspective on what love really is. People who don't live in your household will need to use their account to watch Netflix. The streaming service posted online the maximum number of profiles that can currently be added to a Netflix account is 5. Beginning in early 2023, those profiles will turn into sub-accounts that have a fee. As of now, Netflix will only permit one home per account, and additional homes will have to pay extra to use the same account. Netflix is preparing a new shared account policy in an effort to limit the number of freeloading viewers and boost their profits. The streaming service will start charging users' accounts for password sharing in the first quarter of 2023. If someone from outside the household uses the account, the new system will tack on fees for extra member sub-accounts. Although it'll only be one account to which you can add sub-accounts, you can still use your Netflix account on your phone, tablet, or laptop away from your actual home. A login verification procedure in 2021 and the use of sub-accounts for users residing outside the account owner's home in 2022 are two measures Netflix has been looking into to combat password sharing. This was tested in Chile, Costa Rica, and Peru. Netflix updated its help pages for all three of these nations this week, suggesting that it has implemented new policies regarding account sharing in these nations. Those pages state that the account holder's home or their primary location is where that Netflix account can be used by anyone. But how could they recognize the difference between a legitimate user simply using their phone to watch Netflix at someone else's house and someone who was letting a friend use their account? It appears that we may have the answer now. Those who are not home will have to use their account. When logging into Netflix on a TV that is attached to their home Wi-Fi, account holders must select their primary location. The holder's Netflix account can then be accessed by any devices connected to the Wi-Fi network in the primary location, but devices attempting to access the account from any other location may be blocked. If a user of an account doesn't specify their primary location, Netflix will determine it for them based on their IP addresses, device IDs, and usage patterns. So smash that like button if you haven't done so already. With the option to add a second household to a streaming plan, the Big Red N has launched a new payment scheme in several Latin American nations. Each additional user cost about 1/4 of the cost of their standard plan in the platform's test program, which it launched earlier this year. Users in Argentina can add extra households to their accounts for just 219 pesos a month, and in the Dominican Republic, Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala, it costs $299. Each additional member's sub-account would cost between $3.50 and $4 in the US if Netflix decides to stick with this pricing model. Additionally, extra member fees will probably only be offered on Netflix plans that permit more than one simultaneous stream if the program follows the example set by its test program. So the change might only affect Netflix's standard and premium plans. The $10 a month basic plans of the streaming service did not include the option for an extra member fee. One stream can only be used at a time under this plan, and the new $7 monthly basic with ads plan. They might not think the additional fees are necessary because this feature already makes sharing an account challenging. It appears that what it all comes down to is authorized and compensated password sharing. More than 100 million households worldwide have access to a Netflix plan without paying, according to a previous report from Netflix, due to unauthorized password sharing. Latin America's new Add a Home feature would theoretically result in all of these households becoming Netflix subscribers, bringing in an additional $3 billion per month or $36 billion annually. That represents a significant new market for the fading app. There's no need to be alarmed if you're using a friend's account or secretly using an ex's. A new feature from Netflix makes it simple to move your profile to a different account, so that you, at the very least, don't lose your place in your most recent show rewatch. You can maintain your watch history and recommendations in this way. The profile transfer feature enables users to move data from profiles created on shared Netflix accounts to separate accounts. Then this new account can either sign up for a membership on its own or be added as an additional member to another person's standard or premium subscription. If someone logs into an account from a device outside the home, Netflix said it may ask users to verify their devices. If someone logs in from outside of your home network, the company says it won't automatically charge you for the time being. So what happens if you go on a trip and spend some time away from home? Netflix may ask you to verify your device if you attempt to sign in or access your account from a computer or other device that isn't connected to your home Wi-Fi. It becomes a little more complicated if you're a college student, a frequent traveler, or someone without a fixed residence. The new regulations, which are scheduled to go into effect in March, will be most useful once you start introducing multiple devices, Wi-Fi networks, and locations. Although this update may be corrective, the criticism still emphasizes that it doesn't take into account families that are split up, such as those who are deployed for military service or who have children who live elsewhere. Regarding Netflix's new password sharing fees, there are still a lot of unanswered questions. How will they carry out the new regulation? Will customers pay the additional fee, or will they choose to cancel their subscriptions? How will it impact the business? The estimates of how much money Netflix will make as a result of the crackdown are unfounded. Netflix already caps the number of concurrent streams per account, so if you want more, you'll have to pay more. In other words, the problem Netflix is attempting to solve has already been solved through monetary benefits. Users recently experienced significant price increases. Due to increased competition, Netflix is losing subscribers, so it wouldn't be wise to give customers more nagging reasons to stop using the service. Netflix has repeatedly stated that password sharing was no big deal and that it loved the practice, which it once viewed as little more than free advertising. The fact that Netflix's password sharing monetization strategy is opt-in only highlights skepticism regarding the additional revenue it will generate from the alleged crackdown. Since the growth of its core subscriber base has slowed, the company is eager to create new revenue sources along with paid sharing monetization. Netflix quickly introduced a new, less expensive ad-supported plan in November, however, that seems to be off to a relatively slow start. Confusion arises regarding the extent to which Netflix's password-sharing policies will impact the company, given that some longtime subscribers have abruptly terminated their Netflix subscriptions and switched entirely to other streaming services. There's still a chance that Netflix's policies will change once more because the update also stated that Netflix may modify the features based on user feedback. To date, however, Netflix is the only major streaming service that has made such drastic changes to its password sharing policy, and that's why you should smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. The choice made by Netflix might have far-reaching effects as well. More streamers will probably follow suit if the decision brings the company notable financial success. As with most other media, streaming has largely been a copycat industry, so attention will undoubtedly be focused on Netflix's decision. In the end, the negative user response should eventually start to fade if Netflix produces high-quality content that is worth the money. See you in the next video.